Hello everybody and welcome back to Path of Exile 2. New hardware. You can check the description for updated information on that. Pretty excited about it. But that being said, like with most things with this early access title, we'll see. As I walk around here, you'll notice that occasionally the thing will pause for half a second while it loads. And the issue with that is if you look at my CPU usage, from what I can see here, it looks like it's pretty much capped out completely. And the problem is that I was able to run this game at similar settings on a CPU that was 2 generations older, and it ran just fine. Now I'm on a CPU that is 2 generations newer with a graphics card that is not only 2 generations newer, but a step up from the tier that I had before. And I'm still capping out on some things. So I don't know if it's maybe just some optimization that needs to happen or what. I really don't know what the issue is, but yeah, I'm concerned that my CPU is basically maxed out. I'm running a Ryzen 5 7600 now, which is a pretty decent graphics card. It supposedly pairs really well with the RTX 4070 Super that I now have. Really shouldn't be struggling to run this. So I think I have heard in the past that some people with even people with high-end systems are having a hard time because I guess they just haven't done the optimization, which, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm sorry. If you're going to call it early access and not an open beta or something like that, then all of that stuff should have been done already. I'm sorry. There's no excuse for that. I don't even know if that's an opinion. That's just the way it should be. Early access is supposed to be to test out things and, you know, make changes and it's to add content, not to put things out before it's ready to be run on standard hardware. Like, I'm not running any kind of crazy hardware or weird setups or anything like that. It's just kind of weird. So, all that being said, my standard disclaimer for every PoE2 video that I do is I complain a lot for this game because I don't like the philosophy of it, but I spent $30 on it, so I'm going to continue to play it. I spent my $30 and it gives me the right to complain, and if you don't like it, I don't care. I'm going to say things when I don't like the way that things go, and I've warned you now. So if it bothers you that you watch this video and you feel like you wasted your time, that's your fault because I warned you. So, end of that. We're going to go ahead and continue on. I've decided to switch back to my Mercenary because I finally got some upgraded gear for him, and he seems to be running a little bit more smoothly now that I have 20% movement speed boots. Yeah. So finally found some decent boosts for him to run around in. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I believe... yeah, I have him all the way up to the point where we're doing the Matlin waterways. So let's go ahead and hop him into here. Man, even with the new hardware, it's taking forever to load the overland map. They seriously, like the very first thing that they need to work on before they change balances on anything, before they change end game, before they adjust this, before they adjust that, they need to sit down and do the work to optimize this stuff, because it shouldn't take this long to load a 2D freaking image. It should not take this long to load a 2D freaking image. I have the hardware specs will be listed below, and yeah, it's mid-range, but it's mid-range enough that it should be able to run most of this really smooth and only have issues when I'm having like serious crazy visual clutter. This is ridiculous. I think what we're gonna go do is we're gonna go try to kill this stupid bog witch thing again. Okay, there we go. Mostly because, so I think she gives us something special if we can get her, so, you know, it is what it is. I've more or less taken to just dropping explosive grenades on everything, because it seems to kill things faster. This. Weird. It's getting some kind of weird graphical glitches. continue. Yeah, I feel like I was able to run the game pretty well on hardware that was 2 generations behind before, and the upgrade that I have now should really be making it to where I'm able to play this game buttery smooth with even with the explosions and stuff going on. There should be no slowdowns or nothing. I feel like I'm getting a little bit of a graphical lag, even with it. Now I know that some people are going to have a little bit of a disagreement. It's early access. I'm sorry. Early access should not be applied to a term applied to a game that still needs to be optimized. That still needs to have code optimizations added to it. Like early access should be a game where the content that has been released so far is fully ready to play, and it may change. The content may change, but the performance should be done. The performance optimizations, all that stuff should be done. It should be ready to go. Otherwise, it's still a beta. Too many people are trying to run around and do early access, thinking that early access is not equivalent to a beta. It's just not, and it never should be. And anybody who tries to use it as such, that's false advertising. It's not like a lot of the stuff that I've seen so far in here really is stuff that should have been taken care of in beta. And the hardware I'm using right now is all standard hardware, so like I don't have anything weird. They should have coded their stuff to work well with the hardware that I have. So like it's a Ryzen 7600 with an Asus motherboard and a standard RTX 70 Super. Like there's nothing weird here. There's nothing strange. There's no, there's no weird hardware going on. All right. Die. Oh, my key. This is a new system, so none of my keybinds are working the right way because I have to reset them up.
Not yet.
Oh, ourselves an adult award. All right, so we need to go into the inputs, and then I need to make. This is my back key. This is my forward key. Okay, so now I should be able to pop. There we go. Now we can pop down some. We can pop down some oil. Alright, we got a checkpoint up here. Guessing that means we're about to fight the stupid witch. Alright. So this is the fight right here that made me quit the last time. I took like a week off because I was just I can't deal with these bosses anymore. They're obnoxiously complicated and ridiculous. Let's see, we need to stun her.
Not yet.
Not yet.
And here we go with the flying around on her stupid broom again. Oh. Nope, don't run that. Don't run that. Get out. Jeez.
Need a sec.
Need more time.
So yeah, this is another thing. Movement speed on footwear should just be implicit. I'm sorry. Bad RNG should not be something that, if they're gonna make this action focused, like being able to move around at 20% faster is a game changer for this fight. Like I'm already doing way better in this fight than I did, way better in this fight with the speed than I was doing before. But I wasn't getting lucky with my drops. So like, there's nothing you can do when the RNG is just effing you over. Like, that was way easier now that I actually have some decent movement speed on my boots. And yes, I realize that a lot of the people who left comments on my video complaining about it said movement speed, but I mean, you can only get what you can get. I can't force movement speed boots to drop. You know what I mean? So like, it's easy to sit there and just say, "Well, just get some movement speed." Well, you know, I have to get boots that I have to either find boots that have movement speed on it, or I have to, or the enchantments that I put down there have to actually have movement speed drop down on the freaking item when I do it. So, you know, if it doesn't pop up that way, there's nothing I can do with it. There's nothing I can do about that outside of trying to use the trade thing, but I just, you know, I don't want to have to deal with that. I don't want to have to deal with trading. All right. All we got out of this was a freaking charm. Wait, I need to check the items we picked up. I think you do get some kind of a thing out of that. Let me just... immunity to freeze. I actually kind of like that. Yeah, I hate getting frozen, so we're gonna swap that out because I want immunity to freeze. And then okay, maximum spirit. Okay, here we go. Actually, I need to take a second and pull up the need to pull up the guide that I was using. Build guides. Build guides for the Mercenary. And I was using the Grenade Mercenary because I want to see what spirit gem they were recommending that I use. Actually, I'm going to put this over here so I can actually see what I'm looking at. Okay, so for Act 3, they're telling me Time of Need and Overwhelming Presence are the two options that I want to have, or any combination of Wind Dancer, Time of Need, and Overwhelming Presence. I believe I currently have Time of Need on here. Oh, it's not even turned on. I'm confused as to what's taking up the other 30 spirit that I have. Oh, wait, what is this? How much is this taking up? Okay, hold on a second. Let me take this out, and this out, and this out. Huh. It would be nice if this would tell me, like, the reservation for this needs to update based off of the gems that you have in. So if I pull the gems out of here, now I can use the other thing. Okay. It's telling, the thing here is telling me that Overwhelming Presence, enemies in your presence have a, well, actually I can probably just bring that up on the screen for you. Let me see here. Oh, wait, is that a skill gem or is it a spirit? Oh, no, it's a spirit gem. Okay, yeah, Overwhelming Presence. Enemies have a 19% reduced elemental ailment threshold. Enemies in your presence have 20% reduced stun threshold. So, we currently have Time of Need and Wind Dancer on. Wind Dancer gives us the ability to... It basically just blows enemies back when they get too close to you, up to 3 times, and then that's it. And then it's done being used. Whereas if we did the Overwhelming Presence... yeah, I think we're probably going to do that and hope for the best. Swap that out. And then I probably can't put anything on either of these. Let me look at let's see here. They have, for Act 3, they have Time of Need and Overwhelming Presence, but they want me to put, they want me to put Clarity. So what do I have here? I have Clarity and Vitality on Overwhelming Presence. And now I can't use it. So I guess if I want both of them, I have to... Okay, and then for Time of Need... Oh, okay, so... But no... So that, if I want both up, I can't have any support gem. That's... That's really annoying. I understand that the support gems make them better, but, like, there needs to be something that, because it's not telling me that the reservation goes up. So what is it about putting this in here that's causing this to be not usable anymore? this tooltip is not saying, oh, now you need... Yeah, it's only taking 30 spirit, so why can't I use this? I still have 30... It's not changing this. It's not taking up more spirit now. The only way to use both of them is to not have any support gems in there. What kind of... Like, I don't understand that. That makes no sense to me. I'm going to put that in there just because I want to put these gems back in. Oh, wait. This had Wind Wave in it, not... Yeah, that's something that definitely needs to be changed because, like, it's making it impossible to kind of make decisions. How am I supposed to make a decision as to what I'm going to put in there if I don't know what's going on? Let's see. This. Well, hold on. That's a bombard crossbow, but it's not going to be better than. I mean, we'll identify. We'll identify everything, and then. We'll identify everything, and then. Let's see. So. Yeah, that's not going to be. That's not going to be anything better. So let's get rid of these. That's not better. That's not better. No. No way. Okay. So now we are going to go mostly because I want to try to get this off of my quest list. We'll go ahead and go to the Temple of Chaos. We'll give this a try, but I've already tried it once on a different character. And, man, it seems relatively impossible, at least for me to do. I know you hardcore gamers are going to be all like, oh, it's not that bad. But for those of us who have a more casual mindset, you know, this is difficult to do. So, we'll see. I don't know. We'll try to get through it as far as we can. And it'll be the last thing we get done today.
Let's not make a habit.
I'm really not going to put too much effort into it either. Like, rare monsters have additional modifiers and more rare monsters. Invulnerable Shade stalks you, inflicting ruin. Monsters have increased to resistances. I'm going to go with that. The problem is that I'm pretty sure that these all continue to, like, it adds on, so... I believe it all adds on, so it's not going to be like...
Eat this!
Look at this. My graphical lag. There's no reason for this. It's not. I don't think it's graphical lag. It's loading. It's loading. It's loading assets. So it's the CPU. I'm pretty sure my CPU is like fine. GPU is like not even half. It's my CPU is the bottleneck, and it shouldn't be bottlenecking on this. Like, this is ridiculous. This is like... I mostly just wanted to get the quest off my list. I don't even know if we're high enough level to do this.
Not yet.
Oh, we're closer to it now.
Need a sec.
Need a sec.
Need more time.
Need more time.
Yeah, it's super strong.
Need a sec.
There he goes. Alright. Jingling thingy here. Jingling thingy there. All right, let's see. Are we moving towards something obvious right now? I can't assume that because unfortunately, where's the skill tree for this guy? Up here. We are currently working on. What are we currently working on? We are currently working on. I think we're working on two-handed crossbows. So I went back and respec'd a lot of this. So yeah, whereas we had all of this stuff down, a bunch of this down here changed based off of an update to the build that I was using. So I had to go through and respec all of that. And so yeah, that in combination with the fact that I actually have movement speed now is seriously making this a much more effective character. And that's great, you know, I understand that, you know, that validates what people were saying, but the problem is that a lot of it's dependent on just whether you get lucky with gear or not. Where am I supposed to go? Have we not defeated all the monsters? Let me move, please. Thank you. Proceed to the next room. Where do I proceed to the next room? Where do I proceed to the next room? There's a platform, or I think there's a platform somewhere, maybe. It's probably down at the bottom of the map, and I just wasn't paying attention and missed it. Or maybe it's over here somewhere? I don't know. I feel like there's just too much meandering in this game. It's pretty frustrating. PoE 1 had a lot of meandering too, but there was at least oh, here we are. That needs to, I don't know if that, it's just the where it was and hidden behind stuff. I don't know. I just had a hard time finding it. Do I pull the switch? Bridge. Then we run up through here. Then we head over here. I find these challenges just kind of overly onerous. They're not fun, and it's just a time sink that takes you away from the other things you'd rather be doing and forces you to basically just
that smile off your face.
hop into something else. I don't want to do this. Rings of Doom appear on the ground. Monsters gain skill speed or resistances. I'm gonna go with that one because that seems like the least objectionable to me. I don't want Doom things running around and constantly exploding on me. I tried that once in the last one, and it made it very difficult to do anything because I was constantly having to just dodge roll everywhere all the time. Okay.
Die.
Eat this!
Too much going on, man. I'm sure some people find this kind of stuff fun, but it's just annoying. And I watched a video. I watched a video recently where somebody was talking about how like you don't get that same power fantasy that you get in PoE 1. And I'm like, yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why I'm just, you know, you want to feel like you're able to just kind of dominate all this stuff and not have it be something where you're constantly having to struggle to get through it. I want that. Nope. Alright, looks like we got through it. Okay, pick that up. Up here. Yeah, I don't get the like I am domination here. And I know I'm still in the first like part of the story, but it's like I feel like if I am over leveled for the area that I'm in, it should not be a challenge. It should not really be a challenge. Pyramid beam. Pyramid objects appear projecting lasers. More resistances. Bloody hearts that apply tethers, slowing you down. Breaking the tether will stun you. I guess that's... I don't want to get slowed down, and I don't want them to have resistances, because everything I do has resistances on it. Well, it's going to drastically reduce my damage.
Escort the idol.
And it's taking long enough to get through this.
Here it comes!
Escort what idol? That would be the laser.
Not yet. Not yet.
What statue am I escorting? Am I supposed to click on it? Because it's not moving. I see that there's a statue here. So not only do we have to do some BS, we have to do an escort quest too. Yay! And you have to stay right next to it, or it's not going to move. Yay! I don't want to do this. At least it's not like the ones in the first game where it would start going back to where it was. In every MMO I've ever played, escort quests, as far as I'm concerned, are the worst.
Need a sec.
Because now I can't just move at the speed I would like to move at. I am stuck moving at whatever speed the thing I have is that's moving. I cannot stand escort quests. Of the various types of quests that exist, it is absolutely #1 by far my least favorite type. Really don't like it.
Need a sec. One down.
Move. Let's go. Let's go. We have things to do. This way. Like these, alright, so here's the thing. Actually, kind of, to be honest with you, these kind of things wouldn't bother me if you could leave. If I could leave and then come back and pick up the progress for this when I feel like it, it would be much less irritating. But the fact that I have to stay, like if I log out right now, I don't, like I'm at the end of it. I'm at the end of an episode, which means I'm gonna have to come back and redo all of this all over again. Because we're not gonna keep going past 30 minutes. I'm not doing that. That's not how I do my videos. So we're done here. That's it. So if you were able to leave and come back and it stayed at the same progress whenever you came back, it would be fine. But it doesn't. So like I don't know what to do about that. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and be done. Hit like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers, join as a member for early access to videos, among other perks, or you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with that thanks button. Also have PayPal and Patreon links in the description if you prefer to go that route. So again, thanks for watching, be sure to come back for the rest of the adventure, and I'll see you then.